Joseph of Arimathea was not only a prominent figure in the New Testament of the Bible, but legend records that he was the uncle of Jesus of Nazareth as well. Some of the stories say that Joseph was also a soldier of Pilate and was given the Holy Grail, the cup that Christ used at the Last Supper. After the resurrection, Joseph was thrown into a dungeon where Jesus appeared to him and gave him the grail which he had lost after the crucifixion. When Vespasian's army sacked Jerusalem and it fell, Joseph was released from prison along with his sister Inigius and her husband Hebron or Bron, and the trio went into exile along with a group of fellow travelers. According to the legend, Joseph of Arimathea not only came to Britain to visit, but he eventually settled at Glastonbury and was gifted land by the king Ardragus. A local tradition says that Joseph buried the cup of the Last Supper above the spring in Glastonbury, and hence the water has a red color to it. If you visit Glastonbury today, you can visit the Chalice Well and Gardens and taste the water for yourself. According to all four canonical Gospels, Joseph of Arimathea was the man who assumed responsibility for the burial of Jesus after his crucifixion. The historical location of Arimathea is uncertain, although it has been identified with several towns. A number of stories that developed during the Middle Ages connect him with Glastonbury, England, and also with the Holy Grail legend. During the late 12th century, Joseph became connected with Arthurian legend, appearing in them as the first keeper of the Holy Grail. This idea first appears in Robert de Baron's Joseph de Arimathea, in which Joseph receives the Grail from an apparition of Jesus and sends it with his followers to Britain. This theme is elaborated upon in Baron's Squells and in subsequent Arthurian works penned by others. Later retellings of the story contend that Joseph of Arimathea traveled to Britain and became the first Christian bishop in the Isles. A tradition among certain metalworkers was that sometimes before the crucifixion, Joseph actually brought Jesus and Mary to Cornwall on one of his trading journeys. Joseph may be identical with Johann, the father of the Virgin Mary in the Proto-Evangelium of James, an apocryphal work, but the two names are quite distinct in origin. In the story of Joseph is given a son, Joseph. In Sonne de Nauce, he had a son named Adam, while Coptic tradition claims he had a daughter, Saint Josa. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.